Hello, everyone. We're here today in the Manassas, Virginia branch with Kelly McCabe and Jeffrey Lee. We'd like to take this time to introduce Kelly and Jeff to the East Area Leadership Team, as well as talk about one of our 2013 Pillars of Success, specifically cost. I'd like to start out with Kelly and Jeff providing the team with a brief snapshot of your time here at Mdlz. Kelly, would you like to get us started?
Sure. My name is Kelly McCabe. I've been with the company a little bit over 3 years. I started out as a summer intern as a student at Penn State. Post-graduation, I worked in the product supply group in East Hanover for approximately 2 years, where I then moved on to Manassas, Virginia as a logistics supervisor, which I've been enrolled for approximately a year and a half.
Great. Thanks, Kelly. Jeff?
Hi, my name is Jeff Lee. I am a recent college grad out of the University of Maryland. Currently, I am the Logistics Associate here in the Manassas, Virginia branch, and I've been in this role for about 6 months now.
Great. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate the snapshots that you two have provided to the team, but I will say that it appears that you're both relatively new to DSD field management. And when we talk about DSD field management and our 2013 Pillars of Success, behind safety, cost is a very important component. When we talk about expenses, inventory, labor, etc., labor is certainly one of the larger buckets. Are there any tools out there that you're able to utilize on a daily basis to help you make real-time decisions that not only deliver superior customer service but maintain company goals?
Absolutely, Eric, and that's a great question. Luckily for us as new managers, the Six Sigma team provides several reporting tools and KPI trackers that we utilize on a daily basis to use analysis for both the delivery piece and the warehouse piece. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take delivery if you want to go ahead and take the warehouse.
Yep.
Great.
Okay, the first thing I'll start with is our driver's methods training. We as a management team make it a priority every year to spend time with each individual driver, certify them in the driver's methods training. It's not only a practice that takes place here in Manassas, but it's standardized across the entire country. And our main goal is to make sure the drivers are improving efficiencies out on the road without sacrificing cost, quality, or service. The second thing that we have in place is the branch scorecard. We get this published daily. Here in Manassas, we have dispatches anywhere from midnight all the way until 4 a.m. So having that report readily available for us, we can monitor their times even though we're not physically here to see if the drivers are taking longer than their given amount of time, which is usually somewhere in the range between 15 and 20 minutes. So then we can take that as a communication piece to the driver to find out what the issue was, whether it was equipment issues, paperwork issues, or issues with their load. So we can take corrective action as a management team. The third thing that we have in place is idle reporting. This gets sent automatically to my email if a driver is taking an extended amount of time idling their truck, whether they're just sleeping in their truck or resting or whatever the case may be, waiting for a dock. I can take that information and communicate with the driver to see what the issue is. Although fuel does not directly impact our performance here in Manassas, it does affect the bottom line for Mdlz International. And then the fourth thing I'll talk about is Zonar reporting, which we are recently getting. It provides us with real-time information and the amount of time it takes for the driver to do their AM, PM, post-trip, pre-trip and post-trip inspection. So we can use that information to communicate with the driver to, make sure that they're proactive on safety, because safety obviously is our #1 priority here, and we want to do the best that we can to minimize any safety occurrences that can happen out on the road.
Yeah, there certainly is a cost component associated with safety as well when you take into consideration any workers' compensation expenses.
Exactly.
Okay, fantastic. Great, so that is a brief overview of the delivery piece. Jeff, you mentioned you were going to take us through the warehouse.
Yep. So the Six Sigma team has created a lot of tools and trackers that also help us out on the warehouse side of the business. Some of the things include the pallet certifications as well as the inbound and outbound tracker. I've had the pleasure of working with the pallet certifications since coming to the Manassas, Virginia branch. And what is created a safer, standardized process for us to build pallets. And that's from the placement of the pallets to the actual building of the pallets to the loading of the trucks. So what we want to do is minimize our touches and work safely. What we've seen is that we've minimized our waste and our damages here in the Manassas branch, as well as in the East area, to assist us in really working and benefiting our bottom line. In addition to that, we see out on the road that with SKU verification and faster check-in times, we're saving times on the road, which again affects our bottom line and helps us out in the area of cost. Moving on to the inbound-outbound tracker, what this enables us to do is to conduct really in-depth post-audit analysis of how the day went, as well as gauge our performance throughout the day. So we can tell maybe today we did a lot of pallet loads, and yesterday we did a lot of floor loading. The time differences between the two and kind of how we go about our day and checking our performance. In addition to this, looking at our inbound side, we can look directly at the trailer unload times and see possibly how the carrier, the source location, or the receiver affects the unloading times to really gauge maybe a bad day in the inbound receiving times and how that affects our outbound times as well. So these tools have really helped us as new managers out in the field to bring together and to create a standardization of the process for both of us.
Great, fantastic. Well, I certainly appreciate the in-depth review of both delivery and warehouse analysis. I think we should actually take some time right now to take a few minutes and observe some of these plans in action.